Bowling is not the most fun part of cricket for many, but it is very important that cricket games make bowling as entertaining as they can, because it's literally half the game. Let's put the bowling systems of 4 of Big Ant Studios' latest games and see which one has the better mechanics. Cricket 22's bowling system is very refined. Developers haven't changed a lot over the years. The core from DBC 17 has pretty much remained the same, and Cricket 22 follows that trend as well. Few additions like the aftertouch option have been added, but it isn't a major change by any stretch of the imagination. But even after saying all that, I did have a boatload of fun bowling in Cricket 22. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the bowling system itself, but more to do with how AI batsmen play. They are smarter, you can't trick them anymore. If you're predictable, you will get hit, while if you form good plans and execute them properly, you will get satisfying results. The slip cordon feels useful, even LBWs and bowls occur more frequently, whereas in previous games, catches in front of the wicket was the more popular form of dismissal. So there are a lot of little additions here and there in Cricket 22. Bowling in Cricket 19 is frustrating. I mean very frustrating. Batsmen will flick the ball over fine leg to a ball that pitches on the wide line, and it's not like a scoop where the batsman goes across, but the AI batsman will stand in place and flick it for 6, beating every law of physics and making no sense. That is just one instance of how frustrating bowling can be. The bowling system itself is almost a carbon copy of its prequels, but there's just a lack of things making sense. Although the bowling system here is a lot smoother. Inclusion of new bowling actions are exciting the first time you play. I mean, after 15 years, Lasith Malinga's action has made its way to a game. That is exciting. Field setting, weather conditions, pitch types all have an impact on the game, which definitely adds to the realism. Bowling in Don Bradman Cricket 17 is probably the most fun you'll have as a bowler in a cricket game, at least up until that point. There are many choices to choose from. It makes the least fun part of cricket for the majority. Of course, some love bowling more, but batting is what attracts the majority. Even if you don't like bowling one bit, I think you'll have fun with the bowling system in place here. You can beat the batsman with pace, swing, spin, flight, drift, and a lot of other variations as well, which was almost never the case with previous games. In most titles, batsmen were either too good and it was impossible to deceive them, or there were certain tricks where if you pitch the ball in certain parts of the wicket, you'll get the batsman out 9 times out of 10. You won't find that to be a problem here. It's brutally challenging, but equally rewarding if you're skilled and consistent. An almost perfect balance of risk and reward. The game has various pitch types that suit pacers, spinners, or even the batsmen. Forming tactics with that in mind is a nice little challenge in itself. This has been the case in many cricket games, but not to this degree. The pitch type affects the game more than you think. You can swing the ball to an absurd degree like James Anderson on a green track. On a dry, worn-out 5th-day wicket, you can recreate the ball of the century if you're lucky. But on a batting track, you will get smacked around the park, especially if you're facing up against a good batting unit. All these amazing gameplay mechanics make the bowling in DBC 17 a wonderful experience. You'll need some time to get used to the various mechanics in place, but once you do, it's a lot of fun. Bowling in Ashes 17 is very similar to DBC 17. They are so similar, it's almost impossible to pick out differences. Ashes 17 has a more accessible control scheme, but unlike Don Bradman, here you can bowl one great delivery after the next for a while and not succeed at all, which is accurate to real life, but it's also frustrating at times. Because of this very reason, I had more fun bowling in DBC 17. But in terms of animations, the run-up, bowling actions all look and run better. The game really made slip fielders feel important. In previous games, the slip cordon was pretty much useless, but batsmen here edged the ball a lot, and I really mean a lot. But if you decide to go short, then you won't have nearly the same amount of success. Batsmen are not the least bit uncomfortable against bouncers. making them very underpowered. So you end up bowling full most of the time to get any significant results, but when you do get those results, it is extremely satisfying. In my opinion, Cricket 22 and Ashes 17 have bowling systems neck and neck with each other. But if I had to go with one, I'd go with Cricket 22 for all the reasons I mentioned earlier. Well, that's it for today. Subscribe to the channel for more content, like, comment, share and all that. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.